I've probably written something like 5,000 user stories. Every time I write stories, it's a relatively similar concept. As a persona, I need feature functionality such that outcome. All that stuff gets written, put into the stories. The stories then get put into the buckets or epics that we deliver on. What I know about generative AI is you have to have a good model of data that's large enough so that when you generate, it uses that model to create more of the thing. If it's true that I have a large amount of stories that I've written, I've got something of an idea of model for writing an epic. I could then just build a generative AI tool that uses my story creation to write all my epics for me. Almost like a text expander type tool for stories. Well, how do I make that model more wise, more smart? How every time I build more stories, I retrain the model. But then I could also train it on the product, how the product is actually built. So now I got those two things, and I could train the model based on other things the community has said. Then I can get actual customer usage, and you can start seeing this world where a model is built not just on how I write stories, not just on how my product is built, but also how the customers themselves are using the product and surfacing new stories that I would never have understood. And I think, well, why wouldn't this work? And I thought, well, generative AI, a lot to figure out there as far as kind of the human in the loop element. And then I immediately went back to, well, doing backlog planning and grooming. It is an existing method for keeping the human in the loop, but there would be better stories that could get written and then start making those business decisions on, is this actually the direction we want to go? If you're leading a product team that's helping software teams build better products like an Atlassian, like an Asana, like a Monday, like a Basecamp, this type of thing would be amazing. I'm sure it'd be a really great way to incorporate generative AI into your product. Would love to hear other ideas you have. Love to keep sharing more ideas that we've got. Thanks.